In this episode of Minnows to Legends, we focus on, firstly, the San Marino national side. How have we been getting on at international level? How did we finish off our Euro 2024 qualifiers? Our look at the draw for the Nations League and the friendly games that we have been playing with San Marino national side. Can we score a goal? Can we get some points? We will find out. And the big news in this video is that some of you guys who have filled out the spreadsheet to be part of this series have come through as new gens in this save. We'll be taking a look at those, and we'll be taking a look at the exciting promotion race that we have with Victor San Marino in our first season. With 4 games to go, we currently sit second, 4 points behind. We need to win all 4 for any chance of getting promoted to Serie C at our first opportunity. Kicking it off with how we've been performing at national team level. Now, we haven't moved up the world rankings. As you can see, we are still currently 210th in the world. But our schedule hasn't really been that kind to us. As we see, if we go back to our European Championship qualifiers, we lost all of the games. But I think that's to be expected in the first season of San Marino boss. We did score against Northern Ireland, which was unbelievable in my opinion. We were humbled against Denmark as well, but nothing in the double digits, which I think is definitely a big dub for us. Scoring 2 goals in European Championship qualifiers for San Marino is something of a national legend already, but that's not where the success on. The success came against East Timor and the Turks and Caicos Islands. They were very, very good results for us, beating them 3-1 and 4-0. Getting wins on the board is absolutely important. We do have another friendly coming up against the British Virgin Islands as well. That will be another big win for us before we start our Nations League campaign in a tough group. Moldova, Liechtenstein and Belarus, one of the toughest groups we could have got. We'll be looking to get a few points. We don't want to finish bottom in this group. If we can finish third, I would say that is an absolute dub for the San Marinese national side. I feel like we've got a good chance of beating teams like Moldova at home, potentially getting the draw against Liechtenstein and Belarus. I just feel like we're a little bit better with our tactics and not so much our players, but just the mentality here is to see if we can get points. We kick it off at home against Liechtenstein, and then we play Belarus, Moldova and Belarus, and end with a home game against Moldova. I'll be looking to get at least 1 win in our home games. That would be absolute dub at this point. Now, let's take a look at some of you guys who have come through as new gens in our Victor San Marino side. Our best intake this year was a centre-back. FM Jock came through as a no-nonsense centre-back. And if you want to be part of this series, please do fill out the spreadsheet that's in the description of this video and you will become a new gen in this save. And do like this video and subscribe to the channel, because if just a few of you who made it this far into this video would subscribe to the channel, it would mean an absolute world to me. Now, he's got great potential. We couldn't register any of these players to play in the second half of the season when they came through, so this is more of a next season. I would say he would probably be on the bench for us next season if we stay in Serie D. That would be big for our young players, but not big for the football club. Other players who have come through this year is talented winger and central Cam Andy Ritchie. Now, he is a 15-year-old Cam, or he can play at right wing. Now, he's got some great attributes, improving all the time. This guy could be a bench player for us next season as well, should we not get promoted in this promotion title race. Another player who came through was Liam. He came through as a left winger with huge potential, improving in training all the time and playing quite a few games for our under-18s as well, which is very, very good for them at this point. There will be bench players for us next season. I'm going to give you guys as much time on the field as possible, and don't be disappointed if your player hasn't made it into a new gen team yet. They will do in this series. There's a lot of you guys on there. I want to spread it out and get as many of you in this save as humanly possible. So if you've got more than one player, that's fair enough. Fill out 10 players if you want. It really would be great to have as many of you be part of this roller coaster journey at this moment in time. Now we're going to take a look at how we're going to get on in the end of the season with Victor San Marino. But first, let's catch up on how we have done before we get into that exciting promotion race. As we know, one team can get promoted from Serie D into Serie C, and Carpi are looking like that side at this moment in time. Only lost 2 games all season. We need them to slip up more towards the end of the season. There are 4 games left in the league. We play very, very similar teams. If you take a look at our schedule, where it fell apart for us was in this slump period here in December. We lost a few games. and we lost more in January, coming into a big game against Carpi. They beat us 3-1 at their stadium to take a huge win. And that defeat to Lengatone, the Pasta people, we got absolutely battered by them. I mean, 4 games left. We need to win all 4 and hope for a slip-up on Carpi's side. We'll take a look at who they are playing also in this build-up. They are playing San Marino, San Angelo, Aguilanense and Forlì at home to finish it off. The 2 away games, I mean, they're playing a 16th place team and a 7th place team, an 8th place team and a 12th place team. So very mid-table for them. They should run wild and absolutely win all of those games, making sure that we finish 2nd and another season in Serie D next season. Players that have played well for us this season, there's been quite a few, to be perfectly honest. This is how the squad has been looking. Gattuso in goal has stepped up. He's not the best goalkeeper and he has let in a lot of goals, but that could be down to the defence in front of him. We haven't had any transfer budget to bring in any players, so we will be getting rid of a lot of players this season at the end of the season and rebuilding, which you will see in the next episode. Some players I want to highlight that who are staying that I've been really impressed with this season. Scott Arlotti is a 24-year-old winger. He's very good at this level. He's got 10 goals in 30 games for us and 10 assists, so a key baller for us to keep next season. Other players that will be staying at this football club is Alessandro Carlini, and I think that's a big dub for us. He's been very good, 7 goals in 21 games, 10 assists as well, always producing those assists. But one player that we will sorely miss and we will need to replace ASAP is Simone Lotza. 16 goals in 29 games. He's been our biggest and best goal scorer this season, but just doesn't want to sign for us. He wants to play at a higher level. He is not happy with the squad depth and the quality of the squad, so he's very unhappy. Won't enter the contract negotiations and wants to leave, but he could fire us into Serie C. These 3 guys are the most important triangle we've had so far, whether at club level or at international level. But now the time has come. Your time is now, as John Cena would say. Let's see how we get on in those remaining 4 games of the season. First up was a game against Sant'Angelo, and we absolutely took the chance to win this game. It was a huge game away from home. Gramellini picking up the ball on the right wing and finessing it past the goalkeeper to make it 1-0 in the game. And we went from there. 41st minute, another attack. Gramellini, the key man in this game. Sadly, he did get injured at the end of this game, but he put in a world-class performance, and Saba made it 2-0 and made us comfortable before the break, which is exactly what we needed, as Manara stepped up to finish them off 3-0 in the 71st minute. They did come back to get 1 goal against us from a corner. Set pieces have been a bit of an issue for us this season, but in the end, it didn't matter. First game, first win. Next up was San Marino, and we put them to the absolute sword. They'd just been beaten by Carpi as well, and Benvenuti came in for the injured right back, and Carlini tapped it in 28 minutes in to put the home fans at ease. And we went from there. Manara came off the bench again to score another brilliant penalty to make it 2-0. And that was the game after that. One more goal would come in the form of a great attack. And it was the right back again lifting the ball in. And Santi made it 3-0. But there was an interesting twist for Carpi. Carpi drew their game, and now it's only a 2-point lead at the top. And as you can see, our goal difference is far superior. So if it did come down to that with 2 games to go, we would go up on goal difference. But there were still 2 big games to play, an away game and a home game. We need 2 more wins to try any chance of winning the league and getting promotion in our first season. It would come down to the final game. We're 2 points behind, and we would need Carpi to lose at home and us to win at home to secure the title and to secure our place in Serie C. The odds are very much against us. We've done everything we could to win our games, but it comes down to the final game of the season. It's going to be a heartbreaker or it's going to be a heart racer. We knew going into the game we had to win and Carpi had to lose. It is not in our hands, but we have to do what we have to do. Win the game, take the 3 points, and pray to the gods that Carpi lose a home game. They've only lost 2 games all season, so it is not going to be looking good. It goes on head-to-head, not goal difference as I once thought. But here we go. Come on, the boys. Let's see what we do. At the halfway stage, it was not looking good for us. We were drawing 1-1 at our own stadium. Carpi are currently winning 1-0 as well. They scored in the first 6 minutes of the game. It looks like the title race is over. It looks like another season in Serie D, but this 45 minutes could prove to be the biggest in the club's history. The nail in the coffin came in the 70th minute where Carpi scored 2-0 against Forlì at home. They will not be losing this game. It doesn't look like we're going to get promoted, but with 20 minutes to go, we need an absolute miracle. We did what we had to do, but ultimately it wasn't enough for us to get promoted to Serie C. Carpi fully deserved to go up. We lost some silly games this season, and the team just simply isn't ready for Serie C ball. We have another season of rebuilding in Serie D. We're going to get some youngsters into the team, some players that have been released by big clubs, and I'm sure and certain that next season will be our season. But for a team that was supposed to finish in and around the relegation playoffs, we have had an unbelievable season. Just not quite good enough at the top of the league level. But next season, we will change all of that. Congratulations to the boys. Congratulations to Carpi. They did very well. But next season, we're coming for that Serie D title. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel because you'll see this amazing journey all the way to its completion where we win Champions Leagues with Victor San Marino and World Cups with the San Marinese national side.